We are joined today by Chewy. Kim here, welcome back. Oh, he's just gonna settle down there maybe. That's real nice of him. I thought I would talk to you today about books that I recently have just been thinking about and looking at and thinking I'd really like to reread you. So that's the thing we're gonna do today. Books Kim would like to reread. Books Kim should reread immediately. You can call it what you want. Quick update, I am feeling much better. I am almost back to normal. Just a little bit is still settled in my throat, which is on its way out, so that's good. But my nose is still real dry and flaky and disgusting from all the nose blowing. But I am on the mend, and I cannot thank you enough again for all your very kind words and just well wishes. You guys are just like the nicest, kindest, wonderfulest people to walk the planet. So thank you for your well wishes. On to the books. I think I mentioned rereading this one in my first date book tag video, something. Anyway, 1984 by George Orwell. I want to reread this for obvious reasons. That's really only part of it. It's just a good book. Like, we'll just start with that. It was just a good book. I remember being really engrossed with it. I found it enlightening, I found it telling, I found it thought-provoking. Not just like the same word 3 different ways. I really loved it, and like it's got like coffee stains on it and stuff, so it's obvious that I love this book. So I think that I would like to you know, hit it again this year and read it and love it and, you know, just feel incredibly, horribly depressed afterwards. Who doesn't like that? That's like my favorite feeling. Now, honestly, it is a great book. It's a great read. It's kind of one of those books everyone should try in their lifetime. It's fantastic. Like, it really is. And I'm feeling the need. We're gonna stick with the classics theme while I'm doing that, while I'm on a roll. Next, Persuasion by Jane Austen. A lot of people don't have the feelings for Persuasion that they do for other works by Jane Austen. Just depends on who you are. Personally, I loved Persuasion. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the characters were cool. I loved Letter by Captain Wentworth. It's just so romantic. It's good stuff, guys. Good stuff in here. I do have the ebook of Northanger Abbey, so I might read that first, and then if I'm like, yeah, classics and Jane Austen, then I'll come back and reread this year. This was when I was just starting to get into classics, and so I think that it kind of has a special place in my heart that way because it kind of helped shape my love for like this sort of Victorian lit, you know what I mean? It's Victorian. I love it. The only middle grade book I really have on this list is also a classic. So we're gonna use it as a transitional book between classics and not classics. Who cares? The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. I think I was in 6th grade when I read this for the first time. I started it again when I was in my early 20s, and I got, I don't even, 200 pages in, and I don't even know why I stopped. I can't tell you why, because I actually really liked it. If I read 200 pages of it, I liked it. I'm not gonna read 200 pages of something I hate. I will stop long before then. It's just such a delightful tale. Like, it's just beautiful and just really lovely. Wonderful characters and cool, like, explorations of people. They're sweet, and I like it. So I would like to reread a classic middle grade book this year. Would be really cool. Then I want to at least read the first Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy book. I would like to read this whole thing this year. I really would. I really liked it. It's actually not hard to read. Wow, that is kind of tiny writing. But the way the books are split up and things, it really isn't as daunting as it seems, this huge thing. But I really love my edition. This was one of those like $20 pretty Barnes & Noble bind up edition dingies. I love this series. I've mentioned it several times. It's so funny, so entertaining, and so imaginative. And freaking Douglas Adams can tell a story. Like, that guy is just a just a brilliant genius storyteller, and I think that's why I love his works, is because he can tell a story in a funny way, but still like tell you like a story about stuff. Like it's not like fluff. And I think that's why I like his work so much. I read this when I was in just a really tough spot in my life, and it was actually kind of hard to concentrate on it at times because I really was in just this horrible place in my head, and my life kind of felt completely upside down and things like that. And so I would like to read it when I am older and wiser and better. Something like that. Yeah, it's just entertaining and I love it, and it's like so pure, wonderful sci-fi. Last on my list is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I love Neil Gaiman. I've said it once, I will say it a million times. I'll say it in every video if I have to say it, but I love Neil Gaiman. And this was just such a good thinking sort of book. It had me thinking, it had me entertained, so it was cool that you like think about things, but you're also just enjoying what you're reading at the same time, and I think that's what makes this book so fantastic. And I feel like it's time. I feel like it's time to revisit this. I feel like it's time to remember why, because a lot of these books, it's been so long since I've read them, but I'm like, I love that book. Why? I don't even know anymore. It's time, and this one especially, it's time for me to read and go, that's why I liked it. That's why I love this. That right there is why this is on my shelf of favorites. That's what I'm going for. So, American Gods. I'm hoping to dive into this year. So those are all the books I'm hoping to reread this year-ish. I say this year just because that's a nice chunk of time, but that's not like an official goal. That's not like the thing that I'm trying for. The reading goal this year is middle grade, which we're doing okay with. So yeah, but I would like to read these things, and I would like to rekindle my love for them, and I would like to be reminded why. I love these books so much, and they're on my like shelf of favorites, and they're incredibly important to me, and they helped shape my love of reading and the kinds of things I like to read and the kind of reader that I've become. And so they're all important to me that way, but it's been so long for all of them, that I know I love them, and I can vaguely remember why, but it's time to like immerse myself in them and be like, oh, that's why I love you. That's why we are best friends. Details just get lost to me when it's been years and years and years. It's time to remember. It's time to hang out with my friends, being those books. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks again for all your well wishes. Please be sure to check out my travel channel. It is a little baby channel that needs some love. If you enjoy my travel vlogs, head over there because that's where they are now. And I love you all. Thumbs up the video if you liked it. Maybe subscribe for more, please, and thank you. Until my next video. Books. The word is books. Hello, book dude. No, flowers and stuff. That's all I got.